In this video, we're going to look at the comparative degree. So what is the comparative degree? Well, the comparative degree compares two things to show which has the lesser or greater degree of equality. So if we imagine the quality is slow, then slower is the comparative degree, or slowly, then the comparative degree is more slowly. Let's look at some simple examples. Lee is hungry. So this is not the comparative degree. Lee is hungrier than Mark. That is the comparative degree. It compares two things. Lee played dangerously. Lee played less dangerously than Mark. Again, a comparison of two things. How Lee played and how Mark played. So here's a real life example. This will be our reply to violence, to make music more intensely, more beautifully, more devotedly than ever before. So this is a comparison of two things. It's how they used to make music and how they're going to make music. Let's have a look at forming the comparative degree. So this slide is about forming the comparative degree of adjectives. So let's look at them. If it's one syllable, you add so strong becomes stronger. If it's one syllable that ends a vowel and a consonant, like thin, then you double the consonant and add More than one syllable, add less or more, so you end up with less famous or more famous. And if it's more than one syllable, ending Y, then you remove that Y and add ear. So silly becomes sillier. But if you need the less version, then you add less, so it becomes less silly. And there are some irregular ones, like bad, good, and many. And there are no rules for these, you just have to know them. So those ones become worse, better, and more. And this slide is about forming the comparative degree of adverbs. So you can just pause this slide and have a look at those if you need to. So that's a lot of gump for something you pretty much do naturally. So why should you care about the comparative degree? Well, double comparatives are serious grammar mistakes. So if you apply one of those rules twice, you end up with a construction like this. You get more sillier as the night goes on. So this is a serious mistake. Mostly, double comparatives are formed during speech. If you write a double comparative, then you're toast. That is a serious mistake. As speech, it can just be dismissed as a slip of the tongue. Here's the correct version. You get sillier as the night goes on. Just apply one of those rules that we've covered. Here's another reason why you should care. Use the comparative degree, not the superlative degree. And we've got a video on the superlative degree, and that's when you say like most or best when comparing two things. So if it's two things, you need the comparative degree. So of the two, she is the most suitable candidate. Now that sounds okay, but actually that's the superlative degree. You want the comparative degree for two things. So this should say, of the two, she is the more suitable candidate. I don't think we can call that a serious mistake, but if you want to be accurate, go for the comparative with two things. And here's just another one. You can actually say more quickly or quicker as an adverb. So you can say move quicker, or you can say move more quickly. They're both acceptable, and they've both been around for centuries as adverbs. Here's another point. You can say taller than me and taller than I. Both of those are acceptable. And if you want to read more about that, go to the comparative degree page on Grammar Monster. And here's another point. You shouldn't really form the comparative degree of words like dead, or unique, or instantaneous. Because dead means dead. You can't be more dead. You can't be the most dead. Or perhaps you can. To read a little bit more about that, go to the website. So here's the summary. The comparative degree compares two things to show which has the lesser or greater degree of equality. Here's the big point. Don't apply two rules for forming a comparative. So don't say things like more prettier, more better, less quicker. They are serious grammar mistakes. That's all. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out some of our other videos on grammarmonster.com. Also find us on Twitter and Facebook.